gvolps, szorg, gvolps. We connect to the energy. Gvolps, szorg, gvolps. We connect to the legacy. Gvolps, szorg, gvolps. We connect to the memory of those that were, those are, and those that are to come. Danny A. Culbertson, Private First Class, U.S. Marine Corps, Vietnam, July 16th, 1948 to February 10th, 2005. Edgar J. Weeks, 1939. Francis Harvey Cochran, January 5th, 2012. Dorothy Newton, October 23rd, 2017. Bernard C. Hill, M. Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, April 19th, 1922 to February 25th, 1974. Ruby V. Hill, January 9th, 1969. Tommy McGee, March 11th, 1940. Brenda B. Brewer, November 4th, 2009. Agnes Craigo, 1994. Henry O. Poole, 1939. Captain Denny A. Of Danny, okay. We've already read that. Oh, it's that part. Brenda B. 3. That was the ship he was on. Marcus G. Prince, July 2nd, 1936. Mary M. Prince, October 2nd, 1938. Joseph L. Esco, December 20th, 1942. Masu McCarty, Esco Massey, July 1st, 1996. Carter Y. McLeod, 1942. Bessie B. McLeod, 1964. Johnny S. McCarty, November 8th, 1945. Louise J. McCarty, April 17th, 1948. Joseph L. Esco, December 20th, 1942. Ira Eugene Smith, December 21st, 1942. Ellis L. Groves, February 7th, 1953. Norman A. Musteller, November 11th, 1938. Willard V. Hall, December 14th, 1980. W. T. Estes, March 21st, 1939. Ruby H. Hall, April 14th, 1962. Effie Boyd Hall, February 14th, 1983. Luther F. Hall, January 3rd, 1929. Sally Browning, June 25th, 1940. Louis D. Minyard, July 19th, 1958. Vitru A. Harris, June 17th, 1976. Grace P. Harris, January 1st, 1985. Ruth G. Payne, October 23rd, 1918. Mary C. Bright, March 27th, 1996. Bliss L. Bright Sr., October 26, 1959. Elsie C. Brown, January 2nd, 1966. Judson W. Brown, December 16th, 1927. Etta M. Payne, September 30th, 1939. Henry S. Payne, September 17th, 1928. Norma Jean, October 27th, 1932. Florence Enox Payne, May 7th, 1935. Columbus T. Huff, April 16th, 1939. Lella Harris Huff, May 4th, 1972. Roy Huff, April 12th, 1963. Charlie M. Granger, May 6, 1981. Dorothy R. Granger, September 17th, 1988. Martha Ann Granger, May 8th, 1935. Fred Ralph Smith, October 12th, 1957. Reverend Jesse H. Smith, April 23rd, 1942. Maddie Smith, May 10th, 1965. Houston McCall, January 21st, 1933. Pearl McCall, July 10th, 1936. W. Sam Smith, April 28th, 1968. W. Howard Hood, born April 20th, 1909. Sarah G. Hood, born March 26, 1928. That's got to be birth date. Ollie V. Huff, December 12th, 2000. Lucille N. Brumley, February 2000. John A. Brumley, July 1966. Harper L. Jeans, February 20th, 1987. Annie Distiller Howard, January 10th, 1989. John Wesley Howard, October 15th, 1939. Dalton Gilmore, July 4th, 1924. Lavegia Miller, January 23rd, 1989. William Copeland Gilmore, January 28th, 1949. Hattie Jane Miller, July 30th, 1956. John Dalton Miller, June 17th, 1946. Lily G. Byers, March 25th, 1956. Charles D. Byers, November 14th, 1957. Charles D. Byers Jr., March 19th, 1939. Reverend Joseph E. Brumley, December 17th, 1923. Mary Bailey, January 28th, 1941. Edmund F. Brumley, July 30th, 1942. Millard T. Tyson, December 14th, 1923. Nan R.B. Tyson Davis, February 22nd, 1980. W. Scott Davis, August 21st, 1951. Ansel G. Trammell, February 11th, 1979. Eva B. Trammell, September 29th, 1987. William O. Jones, February 11th, 1955. Bessie B. Jones, December 8th, 1923. Willard Michael Jones, January 31st, 1997. James E. Stroud, 1980. Evelyn L. Stroud, 2000. Infant son of Ansel G. and Eva B. Trammell, February 23rd, 1943. I think it'd be better to put the name. Oh, Ansel G. Jr. Trammell, September 30th, 1927, born 23rd. Okay, so for a different kid, instead of infant son, they put the name. William L. Dean Sr., South Carolina. Private Co. D-106 Infantry, World War I, April 27th, 1897 to February 23rd, 1964. James William Payne, South Carolina, S-1 U.S. Navy, World War II, January 14th, 1916, December 11th, 1970. Mary Spearman Carter, October 7th, 1941. Samuel E. Carter, January 23rd, 1943. Hardy H. Center, February 8th, 1958. Ella Lindsay Center, January 10th, 1940. John B. Gardner, March 28th, 1859, birth. Melissa A. Thomas, June 27th, 1934. Chester Byron Cawthron, July 21st, 1937. Julia Shaw Cawthron, December 5th, 1923. William H. Cawthron, May 5th, 1990. Reverend D.B. Talley, April 15th, 1928. Mary Ann Hawkins, October 10th, 1946. Craig Franklin Talley, August 2nd, 1953. Barney E. Talley, June 24th, 1967. Eula G. Talley, April 7th, 1975. Shaw, Luther Shaw, February 21st, 1934. Francis McGee, October 28th, 1918. Lester McGee, October 26, 1918. Ruth E. Pecklin, August 25th, 1923. Riley Allison, July 7th, 1918. Reverend C.H. Allison, August 26, 1925. Lily Hart, April 9th, 1921. Sarah M. Bailey, July 20th, 1937. William E. Bailey, October 19th, 1968. Lily Beard Childers, June 28th, 1956. Roxy Anna Poole, November 30th, 1929. What was this guy? Luther Greer, February 21st, 1920. Thelma H. Freeman, February 27th, 2014. Claude L. Freeman, December 31st, 1996. Twin sons of Donald and Patricia H. Freeman, born and died January 14th, 1963. Viola Elrod, June 16th, 1923. Jody L. Freeman, July 22nd, 1944. Lily C. Beard, June 24th, 1984. H. Milton Beard, November 21st, 1975. Sam M. Snyder, April 22nd, 1964. Cora Lee Snyder, July 22nd, 1978. James Snyder, March 31st, 1922. Donald W. Payne, January 27th, 1957. Florence B. Payne, April 27th, 1975. Private First Class Charlie A. Payne, 34516299, Co. 1, 335th Infantry, 84th Division, November 23rd, 1944, killed in Germany. Christine Collins, September 12th, 1921. James William Payne, December 11th, 1970. Harold E. Payne, April 29th, 1929. Carl O. Payne, August 24th, 1926. Lottie A. Sutherland, January 2nd, 1931. Janet S. McWhorter, April 26, 1997. Slight dull point right here. Not too big. You know what I mean? Like a grounding sort of feeling. Blanche Seduth, December 4th, 1987. Frank Craig, June 29th, 1982. Leighton Harbin Patterson, December 6th, 2006. R. Kelly Howell, August 14th, 1924. Alma C. Howell, July 10th, 1947. Wayman H. Guerin Sr., 1982. Mary F. Guerin, 1986. C.E. Roberts, May 6th, 2017. John L. Roberts, November 5th, 1931. Florence E. Roberts, January 21st, 1952. R.J. and Essie. Oh, wait, what's the. Arlie O'Neill Fortune, May 28th, 1924. Robert J. Fortune, June 23rd, 1957. S.E.R. Fortune, January 1st, 1973. Erskine Howell, born October 25th, 1904. Margaret W. Howell, died August 17th, 1953. Walter L. Barber Jr., YN3, U.S. Navy, Vietnam, October 18th, 1946 to April 12th, 1975. Jacqueline Moody Barber, April 12th, 1975. John A. Jones, January 17th, 1942. Ella F. Noblet, August 4th, 1934. Relay H. Noblet, February 4th, 1967. Lola M. Noblet, June 18th, 1991. Alberta Harbin, born May 8th, 1912. Ramsey L. Harbin, died July 1st, 1950. John C. Queen, North Carolina, S1, U.S. Navy, World War II, November 13th, 1926 to March 21st, 1970. Ruth E. Browning, 2017. Judith Dooley, 2024. Grace Ma Pruitt, March 11th, 1936. Mary Toon Wagner, September 9th, 1940. Robert Oland Wagner, October 7th, 1952. Leonard A. Edwards, June 22nd, 1954. Lily M. Thompson, November 30th, 1941. John Christenberry Queen, November 30th, 1937. Ora Ma K. Noblet, June 10th, 1955. Fred A. Noblet, April 24th, 1961. Callie F. Noblet, September 27th, 1953. T. A. Noblet, April 17th, 1926. Jane Shearman, June 28th, 1928. Virgil Kid Bobo, April 1931. Rufus A. Carter, 1955. Maud Murray Carter, 1932. think I'm crackling and popping some today. Don't know if you can hear any of that. Helen Carter, March 29th, 2002. Jack Richard Duncan, June 3rd, 1993. Rufus A. Carter, 1952. Herschel Waldrop, 1932. Mary W. Waldrop, 1964. Alex H. Waldrop, 1964. Mamie Lee Waldrop, 2007. Dwight S. Waldrop, 1985. Corey E. Davis, 1970. Lewis T. Pitts, September 3rd, 1925, birth. Arthur E. Pitts Jr., May 17th, 1923, birth. Marvin A. Taylor Jr., April 13th, 1943. Rosella C. Taylor, November 21st, 1986. Marvin A. Taylor Sr., May 12th, 1975. James Paul Taylor, as Sergeant U.S. Aviation Mechanics, March 26, 1920 to April 21st, 1943. Lost his life in the line of duty. Juanita Taylor White, December 8th, 2007. Nellie L. Paris, January 6th, 2010. Paul Fred W. Paris, July 16th, 1994. Talmadge G. Paris, 2007. Douglas Paris, March 8th, 1954. Birth. Married October 1st, 1994. Lori Ann, November 23rd, 2010. James B. Paris, December 29th, 1880, birth. Daisy D. Paris, November 21st, 1918, death. Margaret Collins, May 1st, 1917. R. Creighton Collins, April 27th, 1931. Does that indicate he's a veteran of some sort? June 16th, 1875. Audie Burns Collins, November 27th, 1963. Ethel Collins, April 4th, 1991. Infant son of Mr. and Mrs. J.R. Denton, August 2nd, 1943. Mary Lucille Denton, May 13th, 1930. Lassie Dever Weeks, May 21st, 1950. William Von Dever, April 16th, 1939. Mary Scott Collins, January 18th, 1958. Thomas Clifton Collins, October 13th, 1953. George S. Godfrey, December 26, 1957. Samuel. Effie Godfrey Riddle, November 7th, 1981. James F. Smith, July 16th, 1994. Doris H. Smith, January 10th, 2006. William H. Malden, January 21st, 1990. Ella Milton Malden, December 16th, 1967. Blanche Irene Malden, January 7th, 1935. William H. Mosley, September 27th, 1929. Irene C. Mosley, April 7th, 1980. Marion Mosley, May 29th, 1977. G. McClellan Shipman, November 16th, 1967. Dolores M. Shipman, April 13th, 1999. Kenneth Clifton Hall, May 12th, 1960. Cecil Payne Hall, September 19th, 1977. Diane R. Pennington, March 17th, 1971. Pearl Cannon Minyard, January 7th, 1973. Mary Edna Dendy, November 20th, 2006. Whitfield Clark Dendy, April 24th, 1935. Eva Cannon Dendy, July 24th, 1964. William Edward Glasgow, April 24th, 1934. Okia R. Grigg, January 7th, 1956. Harrison W. Mull, July 6, 1973. Melinda Potts Mull, January 26, 1934. Mary Ophelia, July 17, 1979. Alma Louise Mull, September 23, 1982. Irene Glasgow, June 6, 1938. Lalia G. Buff, May 2nd, 1982. Pearl Cannon Minyard, January 7th, 1973. Francis B. Burdett, November 9th, 2002. S. Paul Burdett, U.S. Navy, World War II, January 1st, 1916 to May 14th, 1996. Annie R. Porter, March 29th, 1935. Charles S. Porter, July 31st, 1972. Almost 100 years. Edna S. Porter, July 30th, 1993. Infant son, 1933. Olin Kemper, 1928. Selma Jane Blackwell, May 13th, 1972. Herbert T. Blackwell, South Carolina, EM-3, U.S. Navy Reserve, World War II, June 13th, 1924 to December 22nd, 1960. Ernest J. Blackwell, South Carolina, Private H.O. Co. Engineering, Org Center, World War II, September 21st, 1908 to March 18th, 1954. Ansel O. Tucker Jr., Butch, November 5th, 1973. Helen Reeves, February 8th, 1981. Ansel O. Tucker, December 24th, 1989. Dacus T. Tucker Sr., November 21st, 1944. Mamie Taylor, May 13th, 1958. Clinton J. Tucker, October 11th, 1933. Julie Rogers Blackwell, August 12th, 1933. James Ellis Blackwell, April 30th, 1942. Eva Blackwell Poole, July 30th, 1970. Charles Jack L. Taylor, February 21st, 2007. Agnes B. Taylor, 1966. J. Kemper, 1957. W. Clayton Blackston, May 26, 1933. Lucille Busby, December 29, 1960. Frank L. Brookshire, March 23rd, 1970. Ida E. Brookshire, August 2nd, 1967. J.D. Brookshire, January 28th, 1937. A. Ernest Simmons, November 1st, 1967. Lily P. Simmons, January 12th, 1890. O.B. O.B. Brookshire, January 31st, 1965. John W. Hins, September 1st, 1950. Ollie B. Hins, June 14th, 1983. Nerva Simmons, 1959. Mildred S. Gossett, January 23rd, 1977. Eugene H. Gossett, December 3rd, 1947. Thomas J. Suttles, January 28th, 1933. Oliver M. Suttles, July 28th, 1933. Mary R. Suttles, 1997. J. Garvin Suttles, 1994. Edgar Converse Gossett, March 14th, 1931. Edgar Converse Gossett, April 20th, 1951. Flora Simmons, January 31st, 1937. Lily P. Simmons, January 12th, 1890 birth. A. Ernest Simmons, November 1st, 1967 death. J.D. Brookshire, January 25th, 1937. Ida E. Brookshire, August 2nd, 1967. Frank L. Brookshire, March 23rd, 1970. W. Lawrence Baker, 1941. Pearl Crum Baker, 1950. Ruby B. Bernay, December 8th, 2013. Levi L. Thomas, May 14th, 1950. James Thomas Bridges, May 22nd, 1941. Edel Thomas Bridges, January 26, 2002. Rufus S. Bates, March 8th, 1973. Lori W. Bates, February 7th, 1989. Bobby Jean Crawford, November 22nd, 2020. W.C. League, August 19th, 1981. Ruth L. League, May 13th, 1985. Walter E. Leslie, June 30th, 1946. Sevilla Potts, April 23rd, 1925. W.S. Clark, 1931. Bertie Ma Clark, October 28th, 1958. Annie Roberta Clark, October 2nd, 1988. T. Curtis Clark, 1941. Daisy Phillips Leslie, December 15th, 1985. Mary Helen Leslie, July 29th, 1945. Walter C. League, May 10th, 1936. Eva League, December 18th, 1969. Carl Curtis Crawford, Private U.S. Army, July 31st, 1929 to November 21st, 2012. Mary Jacqueline Bates, August 21st, 1935. Charles Michael White, Sergeant U.S. Army, January 12th, 1950 to July 8th, 2007. Jack Trenton, 2005. Mary Thomas, 2012. Jesus Para Garcia, August 6, 2004. Thomas Jackson Sr., Campbell Sr., April 9th, 1993. Tenny Harrison Campbell, August 30th, 2010. Janice Anita Campbell, December 5th, 1948. Thomas J. Settles, July 28th, 1933. Oliver M. Settles, July 28th, 1933. Catherine Von Sheriff, February 1st, 2010. Floyd Thomas Sheriff, June 25th, 2001. Infant daughter, Floyd and Catherine Sheriff, January 20th, 1948. It gets kind of pointy headed this way. And it's like there's like a higher ridge here than here. Hattie A. Vaughn, 1926. William P. Vaughn, July 31st, 1971. Mary Cole Vaughn, December 25th, 1977. Robert L. Husky, July 29th, 1951. Gina Lawless, August 5th, 1941. Ella Lawless, April 5th, 1942. Alex A. Barber, February 28th, 1925. Rose Flynn, August 21st, 1956. James T. Barber, August 21st, 1931. Walter L. Barber, August 28th, 1965. Mary Howard, August 27th, 1996. Mary B. Giberson, January 26, 2010. James Howard Barber, February 20th, 1948. Lundrum Husky, November 6th, 1925. Martha Rogers, April 11th, 1925. R. Clifton Husky, March 2nd, 1947. Patricia S. Galloway, March 4th, 2012. Mary G. Sudduth, December 29th, 1933. Peter C. Seth, May 7th, 1935. Thomas Joe Glassner, December 7th, 1925. Pearl Sudduth, June 22nd, 1927. Frank's Grace, March 22nd, 2010. Josie Fountain Carnes, April 20th, 1957. John B. Carnes, July 30th, 1938. A little bit of a something going through that spot. There's the Sudduth, May 7th, 1935. Jack E. Sudduth Jr., February 21st, 1939. T.B. Sudduth, August 9th, 1937. Alice Sisson, July 29th, 1939. Jennings Sudduth, August 21st, 1918. Maddie B. Scott, May 2nd, 1967. William R. Scott, March 15th, 1961. Paul Eugene Talley, October 13th, 1959. Sarah B. Talley, June 13th, 2008. Thomas W. Mole, January 29th, 1996. Paulette R. Mole, born January 26, 1944. Clyde Henry Mole, December 6, 1974. Lily Granger Mole, March 11th, 1975. Thomas S. Craig Jr., January 29th, 1925. Ruby Scott, February 20th, 1936. Sophronia Buckner, December 11th, 1925. Jack Edmund Sudduth, June 29th, 1985. Clara Walker, March 3rd, 1972. Gvolps, szorg, we connect to the memory. Gvolps, szorg, we connect to the legacy. Gvolps, szorg, we connect to the memory of those were, those are, and those are to come.